They want you, but you are not changing the self-concept that matches that frequency of them wanting you. You have heard that manifesting a specific person requires changing your self-concept. But what does raising your self-concept actually mean, and how it influences your speed? In this video you are going to find it out. Just give me next 7 minutes out of your precious 24 hours, and I will help you build a self-concept that manifests the love that you always desired. Self-concept is not some surface-level confidence boost or a quick self-love ritual that you do once and forget. It's the deep, foundational story you carry about who you truly are, the ideas you accept as true about yourself that quietly shape every single experience in your world, from the people who surround you to the circumstances that unfold day after day, weaving through your relationships like an invisible thread that pulls in exactly what you believe you deserve. When you hold on to beliefs like, "I'm not enough," or "they are out of my league," your reality mirrors that back without fail, especially with your specific person. Because the SP you attract or push away is nothing more than a perfect reflection of the self-concept you nurture inside, responding to the silent signals your mind broadcasts every moment you're awake. Raising your self-concept means rewriting that inner narrative so completely that your SP starts treating you as the prize, the one they crave, because you've become the version of yourself who naturally deserves and receives that kind of devotion, transforming casual glances into intense longing, and distant texts into passionate confessions that feel predestined. Imagine viewing yourself as utterly desirable, successful, and more than enough in every way. Suddenly, others, including your SP, begin to treat you exactly as that radiant being, responding with the obsession and pursuit that matches your elevated self-view. While if you linger in thoughts of being unattractive, desperate, or unworthy, that too gets projected outward and reflected right back, making your SP act distant or dismissive, as if confirming your hidden doubt, even when deep down they sense the spark but your frequency blocks the full expression. This is the law of assumption at work, not as some optional switch you flip on manifesting days, but as a constant force operating 100% of the time, where your self-concept as an assumption about yourself dictates whether your SP shows up chasing you or fading away into irrelevance, their actions syncing perfectly with the story you tell yourself about your worth in love. For manifesting an SP, it all boils down to this: if you assume they are above you, or that you're not good enough, they will embody that script in the 3D reality, treating you like an afterthought. But flip it around, assume you are the one desired beyond measure, more than enough for their love, and watch how swiftly your SP starts acting out that new truth, drawn to you like a magnet, because your inner world has reshaped the outer one, pulling them into scenes of reconciliation, late-night calls, and unwavering commitment that once seemed impossible. On the surface, self-concept might look like building confidence or repeating self-love affirmations in the mirror, but it runs far deeper into the core story you tell yourself about how people treat you, what you're capable of attracting, and the kind of love that's naturally yours. Because even if you feel confident inside, a poor underlying conception of your worthiness in relationships will have others, especially your SP, reflecting back that limiting tale through their actions, words, or silences that echo your unspoken fears. You cannot perceive or experience anything in your reality that you haven't first affirmed as true about yourself. It's excluded from your sight until your self-concept aligns with it, which is why conscious manifestation is really about rearranging those deep-seated ideas of self to outpicture the SP who adores you, pursues you relentlessly, just as your upgraded self-narrative demands, turning what was once rejection into magnetic pull. Everything around you, from casual interactions to the intensity of your SP's desire, stems from these assumptions. Your self-concept is the root assumption that colors it all, projecting outward and pulling back the exact treatment you believe you merit, whether it's being ghosted or being chosen first every time. Neville Goddard reminds us that imagination creates reality. So when you dwell in the feeling of being deeply wanted, your SP becomes the living proof, their behavior shifting as your self-view elevates. To raise your self-concept for SP manifestation, start by identifying the old stories playing in your mind, like, "they don't really want me," or "I'm chasing too hard," and consciously replace them with vivid assumptions of being the embodiment of love, the one who is chosen effortlessly because you know your value runs so deep that the world, including your SP, has no choice but to honor it in every interaction, from stolen glances to bold declarations of their feelings. Practice this daily by imagining scenes where your SP is obsessed, confessing how they've always wanted you, treating you with the reverence that matches your new self-view, feeling it so real in your body that it becomes your dominant reality, overriding any 3D evidence to the contrary, because your inner assumptions create the outer proof, gradually dissolving resistance until their pursuit feels as natural as breathing. Neville Goddard taught us that your conception of yourself is the cause. The creative power persists in assuming you are desirable, irreplaceable, the frequency they crave, and your SP will mirror that back, shifting from indifference to intense pursuit. As your self-concept elevates and aligns the entire manifestation, making every encounter charged with the electricity of mutual desire. Live as if this new self-concept is already fact. Walk through your day assuming compliments flow to you, that your SP texts with longing, that doors of opportunity open because you are that version of yourself now. Affirm silently, I am the one they want, more than enough, desired deeply, and let it soak into every thought until it feels natural, automatic, transforming how you carry yourself and how your reality responds, with strangers mirroring your glow, and your SP drawn irresistibly closer. When doubts creep in from the 3D, revise them immediately in imagination, seeing your SP acting loving and committed, reinforcing that your self-concept is the unshakable truth that dictates their behavior, not their past actions or current silence. Building momentum until the physical world catches up seamlessly. Over time, as you persist without wavering, your SP's obsession becomes inevitable. They want you because you've become the self who is wanted, loved, cherished, without question, proving that raising your self-concept isn't just theory, but the direct key to unlocking the love you always desired, with results that unfold faster than you ever imagined. Now let's go even further into this transformation, because truly elevating your self-concept requires not just affirmations, but a full immersion into the state where you embody the lover who is perpetually chosen. Picture yourself in quiet moments before sleep, vividly living as the person whose presence alone makes hearts race, including your SPs, feeling the warmth of their gaze, the pull of their messages lighting up your phone, all because your inner frequency now vibrates at the level of unshakable desirability that excludes any lesser experience from your world. This isn't about temporary hype. It's cultivating a persistent inner dialogue, where every thought reinforces, I am worthy of their deepest obsession, allowing the law to work through you effortlessly, reshaping interactions so your SP confesses feelings they once hid, plans futures around you, and treats you with the priority your new self demands. As you dwell here daily, doubts fade like morning mist, replaced by a quiet certainty that draws your SP into alignment, their actions becoming the evidence of your mastered self-concept. This shift isn't about forcing change overnight, but gently, persistently nurturing the self-concept that matches the love you seek, until your SP reflects it back in ways that leave you in awe of how powerfully your inner world commands the outer one. Remember, they want you already, but only your elevated self will step into that frequency and claim it fully, turning potential into passionate reality. If this video resonated with you, feeling that clarity shift inside right now, dive into more on the channel that speaks to your journey. And know that every moment you embody this new self, your manifestation accelerates toward the love story you've scripted in your heart. I will meet you with another enlightening video soon. Happy manifesting.